Reppin' the Ross. Alright, so I know that this video should have been posted at least early January, but I started this account like a week ago, so cut me some fucking slack. Are you in the way? No. Here are the top 10 movies I'm looking forward to in 2020. But first, some honorable mentions. The King of Staten Island, coming out June 19th. It's a semi-autobiographical comedy/drama directed by Judd Apatow, starring Pete Davidson. I'm definitely going to see it. The Many Saints of Newark, coming out September 25th. It's a prequel film to the show The Sopranos, written by the guy who created the show, David Chase. And you got James Gandolfini's son playing young Tony Soprano. You know I'm going to see that. The Eternals, coming out November 6th. With a cast like the one that The Eternals has, can't miss it. And now, on to the top of the list. Number 10, Antlers, coming out April 17th. Now, I've personally been waiting for this movie for a really long time because I read the short story that it's based on. It was posted on GuarnacaMagazine.com this time last year, and it's fucking freaky, man. It's like a weird, mutated retelling of the Three Bears story, you know, that whole fucking fairy tale. And you have Guillermo del Toro producing it, so you know there's going to be a lot of intense, like, body, gore, and horror and blood. And that's one of my favorite aspects of horror movies in general. And that's Del Toro's kind of specialty, so you can't really miss it. At least I can't. Number 9, The New Mutants, coming out April 3rd. After several delays spanning over 4 years, the horror movie about mutants trying to escape some unknown facility is finally being released. And not only that, it's being released in its original cut. The cut that was supposed to come out in 2016. So it's almost like they could have released it anyway without spending all this money on reshoots and changes and other types of shit. And everything would have been fine. I really like the cast, and the idea of, you know, mutants in the horror genre in general is a really good idea because you can really work a lot off that. You know, it's a twisted kind of theme for that kind of genre. And to be completely honest, I'm just kind of glad it's being released at all instead of being buried in a shallow grave by Disney after they bought 20th Century Fox, or now known as 20th Century Studios. Rest in peace to the history of an entire entertainment studio. Number 8, The Way Back, coming out March 6th. Starring Ben Affleck, it's about a basketball star whose life fell apart due to his addiction issues. Now he's got to go back to his old high school and redeem himself by coaching the basketball team there. It seems like it's going to be a really compelling drama that has a super strong emotional core to it. And it's directed by Gavin O'Connor, who's directed 2 of my personal favorite films, Warrior and The Accountant, so I'm definitely excited to see that. I also don't think that it's much of an accident that Ben Affleck is playing the part of someone with addiction issues. So I'm definitely looking forward to a performance from him that he pulls from a real place. Number 7, A Quiet Place Part 2, coming out March 20th. I can't think of another movie that I'm both really excited for and also really cautious for at the same time. The first film was, you know, unique and organic, and it had this feel of it can't be replicated. And a sequel is a very thin line to walk when you've made already a really good first film. Here's hoping it gives us a fresh perspective from this world that they already created. Plus Cillian Murphy. He's dope. Number 6, Birds of Prey, and the ridiculously long fucking title, coming out February 7th. It looks insane and funny and full of some badass action and performances. And no matter how hard they sell it as Harley Quinn and the gang, I'm really hoping that they give the other characters justice, considering you have these characters that are finally kind of on the big screen. You also have these amazing actresses who I feel like are just going to give genuinely good performances. So focus on them. Yeah, everyone loves Harley Quinn. Come on. This one is definitely the speed bump in the road of DC Comics' team-up movies. Number 5, Wonder Woman 1984, coming out June 5th. Patty Jenkins, Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, Pedro Pascal, Kristen Wiig, 1980s fucking retro rock aesthetic. Do I need to say more? I think I'm most excited to see how Wonder Woman kind of acclimates to the 1980s, because we've already seen her in modern times. We already saw her in the 1910s. And I think it's a very, you know, different time to see a character like her. Number 4, No Time to Die, coming out April 10th. Growing up watching Daniel Craig's Bond films, I have to be there for the last one. Plus you got Rami Malek as the main villain, Hans Zimmer composing the original score, and Billie Eilish doing the original theme. Dude. Plus I'm kind of interested to see about how they go with his exit. We're going to be part of a generation that sees James Bond transfer from one person to another, which has only happened, what, like 18 times? I mean, like, actually witnessing it, you know? It's different because this is a franchise of, like, 25 movies. Yeah, No Time to Die is the 25th movie of the James Bond franchise, so it's going to be interesting. Now, the final 3 movies on this list could really be shifted in any order. They're from 3 directors that turn going to the movies into an event. You know, you go to see their movie, and you remember just straight up the experience because of the epic feel to their movies in general. Here we go. Hey, this is Tim from the future, currently editing this video, wanting to tell you to like, subscribe, because this is the second time I'm editing this entire video after recording it twice, because the first time I fucked up. So please, like, subscribe, make this shit worth it, you know? Number 3, Dune, coming out December 18th. Denis Villeneuve is directing the first of a 2-part adaptation to the 1965 book of the same name. Other than being excited for Villeneuve's signature kind of style for his films that I'm fucking in love with, I'm also really excited to see the ensemble cast comprised of Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, Jason Momoa, Oscar Isaac, Stellan Skarsgård, David Bautista, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem, Stephen McKinley, Charlotte Rampling, and Chang Chen. I actually got them all, holy shit. Number 2, Last Night in Soho, coming out September 25th. Edgar Wright can't make a bad movie. It's really that simple. Every one of his movies has a quality to it that can't be matched. He's got an aesthetic of his own that is so lively and electrifying with any of his movies. And I'm mostly looking forward to see how he tops Baby Driver. Number 1, Tenet, coming out July 17th. Here comes another colossal epic with another insane cast from Christopher Nolan. The entire concept of the movie surrounding like international spies with time travel manipulation, it screams Christopher Nolan, and it really, to me at least, is the most interesting of the year. Plus, it's got, you know, John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, Elizabeth Debicki, and Nolan's right-hand actor Michael Caine. I don't think there's any way that this movie could go wrong, is what I'm saying. And that's it. Those are the 10 movies that I'm most really looking forward to in 2020. I'm sure future me has already kind of bitched to you, so please like, subscribe, comment what movies you're looking forward to this year. I want to hear about ones I haven't heard yet. I know, because there's so many coming out this year, and we don't know about what hidden gems are coming out in the back end of 2020. 2019 had so many fucking, sucker punches come out in the last half of the year. So let's see what fucking happens. See you next time. Bye.